The New Orleans Saints did not walk into rookie minicamp looking for a cute headline. They walked in needing proof, and Jordan Tyson gave them something loud right away. After all the injury talk, all the waiting, all the questions about whether the 8th pick was too risky, the rookie stepped on the field and changed the mood. Fast feet, clean hands, real burst. Suddenly, Tyler Shough is not looking at the same offense anymore. He has Chris Olaway outside, Jordan Tyson on the other side, Travis Etienne Jr. in the backfield, Noah Fant, Juwan Johnson, and Oscar Delp in the tight end room, and a staff that clearly wants this attack to hit harder than last year. But here's the twist. This is not only about one receiver having a strong first day. This is about the Saints finally giving Tyler Shough a real structure around him. Kellen Moore does not have to force everything through one player. He can lean on the run game, stretch the field, use heavier formations, and make defenses guess before the snap. That is how a young quarterback grows without carrying the whole building on his back. And when a team adds this much help in one offseason, it usually means the front office sees the window opening before the rest of the league wants to admit it. The defense sends the same message. Brandon Staley still has Kool-Aid McKinstry, Quincy Riley, Jonas Sanker, and Justin Reed in the back end, while Chase Young, Tyree Wilson, Kristen Miller, Caden Ellis, and Pete Werner give the front seven a different kind of punch. That is why this minicamp matters more than a normal May practice. The Saints are not just testing rookies. They are showing the NFC South a roster with more speed, more size, and more pressure points than people expected. And the first real answer came from Jordan Tyson, the one player everyone needed to see healthy. The biggest question around Jordan Tyson was never talent. Everybody knew the New Orleans Saints were getting a dangerous receiver. The fear was health. That knee history followed him. The collarbone talk followed him. The hamstring worry followed him all the way into rookie minicamp. So when the rookie finally got on the field, this was not a normal first practice. This was the first real test of whether the Saints had taken a risk or stolen a future star. Then Keith Williams said the part fans needed to hear. Tyson did everything. He looked fast. He looked sharp. He caught the ball clean. And more than that, he moved like a player who was not protecting himself anymore. That matters. A receiver can say he feels healthy, but roots tell the truth, cuts tell the truth, hands through traffic tell the truth. And on that first day, Tyson gave Kellen Moore something stronger than a quote. He gave him visible proof. Now the pressure shifts to the rest of the division. Because Tyson is not walking into an offense where every defender can shade toward him. Chris Olaway is still there. Tyler Shough already has trust in the building. The tight ends give the offense layers. The run game is heavier now. So if Tyson is really healthy, this is no longer just a nice draft pick. This becomes a problem defensive coordinators have to solve before September even arrives. Tyler Shough already gave the Saints something they had been waiting for. He gave them calm snaps, real growth, and enough late-season belief to change how the front office attacked the offseason. He was not perfect, and nobody serious should pretend he was. But he showed enough for New Orleans to stop treating quarterback like an open wound. That changes everything around the roster. The smart part is what happened after that. The Saints did not sit back and ask Shuck to carry the offense alone. They gave him Jordan Tyson outside. They added Travis Etienne Jr. to the backfield. They brought in Noah Fant. They drafted Oscar Delp, Jeremiah Wright, Bryce Lance, and Barian Brown. That is not random help. That is a front office saying the quarterback has earned a real structure around him. And that is why this year feels different. Shuck no longer has to win every snap with pressure in his face and one answer on the route tree. Kellen Moore can build easier throws, stronger play action, and cleaner looks before the ball is even snapped. But the flash outside is only part of the story. The move that might change the offense most is not the loudest one. It is sitting right in the middle of the trenches. The move people will underrate is David Edwards. Not because guards sell tickets. Not because a left guard wins the headline battle against a first-round receiver. But because Tyler Shough needs a pocket he can trust, and Kellen Moore needs a run game that forces defenses to stop guessing pass first. That is why Edwards matters. He changes the feel of the left side before anyone talks about touchdowns. Then comes Travis Etienne Jr., and that is where the whole offense starts to breathe. Alvin Kamara still brings experience and feel, but Etienne gives New Orleans fresh juice in the backfield. He can hit the edge, he can catch, he can punish bad angles. Put that behind a stronger line, and suddenly linebackers cannot fly backward at the snap. They have to wait. That half second is where Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson become dangerous. That is the part nobody should miss. The Saints did not only add weapons, they added balance. They added weight. They added ways to make the defense wrong no matter what personnel it chooses. If opponents go light, ADN can make them pay. If they get bigger, Tyson and Olave can attack space. And sitting right between those choices is a tight end room built to blur the whole picture. Oscar Delp might be the quiet name now, but quiet picks turn loud when the system fits. At Georgia, he was not treated like some empty stat machine. He had to block. He had to line up tight. He had to handle real physical football. That matters for Kellen Moore, because this offense needs tight ends who can do more than run into open grass and wait for the ball. That is why the room gets interesting. Juwan Johnson gives Tyler Shough a target with size. Noah Fant gives the offense speed from the tight end spot. Delp brings the body type and blocking base that makes heavier looks feel dangerous. Put two of them on the field, and the defense has to choose. Stay small and risk getting pushed around. Go bigger and risk leaving space outside for Jordan Tyson and Chris Olave. The long game is what makes Delp important. He does not need to become the face of the offense in week 1. He needs to earn snaps, win dirty work, and become the kind of rookie Shuck trusts when the field shrinks. Red zone, third down, late game. Those are the snaps where tight ends become safety blankets. And if Delp grows fast, the Saints offense gets another answer nobody planned for. The offense is getting the noise, but Brandon Staley has a defense that can keep New Orleans in every close game. That is the part national fans keep missing. The Saints are not trying to win shootouts every Sunday. They are trying to make Tyler Shough's job easier by giving him a defense that steals possessions, flips field position, and refuses to crack when the game slows down. The back end has real pieces. Kool-Aid McKinstry brings ball skills. Quincy Riley gives the corner room more fight. Jonas Sanker adds young energy. Justin Reed gives the secondary a veteran voice that matters when the season gets tight. Then the front starts to look different too. Chase Young is still a name offenses must respect. Tyree Wilson gets a fresh start. Kristen Miller adds size inside. Caden Ellis and Pete Werner give the linebacker room a stronger middle. This is why the Saints do not feel like a normal 6-win team trying to talk itself into hope. They have pieces on both sides now. They have a young quarterback with help. They have a defense with more bodies that fit the plan. And when you look at how Mickey Loomis used the draft, the message gets even clearer. Every pick had a purpose. The Saints draft did not feel like a team grabbing names for attention. It felt like Mickey Loomis and Kellen Moore walked in with a map. Jordan Tyson gave them the first-round receiver they needed. Kristen Miller gave the defensive front more power. Oscar Delp gave the offense a tight end who fits the heavier looks. Those first 3 picks alone tell you what New Orleans wanted. More danger outside, more weight inside, more options for Tyler Shough. Then, the middle rounds filled the cracks. Jeremiah Wright adds another big body for the offensive line. Bryce Lance gives the receiver room real speed. Lorenzo Styles Jr. brings depth and competition to the safety room. Barrion Brown gives the return game a sudden threat who can change field position without the offense even taking a snap. That is the kind of pick that looks small in April and huge in November. Then TJ Hall closes the class with another corner fighting for a spot in a deep defensive back room. Add the Tyree Wilson trade into the same weekend, and this was not just a draft class. It was a roster correction. The Saints built around Shuck, protected the trenches, added speed, and gave Staley more pieces to rotate. That is how a team tries to jump fast, especially in a division sitting wide open. The NFC South is not some locked door. It is right there. Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta all finished close together last season. And New Orleans was not buried as far away as people want to act. That matters because the Saints did not need a perfect offseason to enter the race. They needed a sharper plan, better health, and a quarterback taking one step forward. They might have all three. Respect the division, but do not fear it. Bryce Young gives the Panthers a reason to believe. Baker Mayfield keeps the Buccaneers dangerous. Atlanta still has talent across the roster. But New Orleans now has Tyler Shough with real help, Jordan Tyson joining Chris Olave, Travis Etienne Jr. changing the backfield, and a defense that does not need to be rebuilt from scratch. That is enough to make the race uncomfortable. So the question is simple. Was rookie minicamp just one strong practice, or was it the first sign that the Saints are moving faster than people expected? If Tyson stays healthy, if Shuck keeps growing, and if Staley's defense holds its edge, this team will not stay at the bottom of the conversation for long. The message was sent in May. The rest of the NFC South gets to answer it in the fall.